Okay, going to talk about the post office and credit cards, which sounds really boring, but it is not. Pay attention. Put glasses on. Right, so Department for Business and Trade, 1 Victoria Street, London SW1H 0ET. Nothing to do with extraterrestrials, I assure you. Financial Conduct Authority, 12 Andover Square, London E21JN. And then, last one, HM Treasury, 1 Horse Guards Road, London SW1A 2HQ. Okay, so what am I writing to them about? It's very simple and it does affect you. And it makes your life a lot easier if they implement this. Subject: proposal to allow credit card payments at post office counters. Sounds bland, but we'll get into some interesting stuff after I've read the letter out, and then a lot of things will become a lot clearer. I am writing to raise a practical consumer access issue that has emerged as a result of widespread bank branch closures and the shift towards digital-only financial services. Digital ID. At present, the majority of UK credit card providers no longer allow customers to pay their credit card bills at post office counters. This has removed one of the last remaining physical cash-based payment routes for people who do not use smartphones, do not bank online, or simply prefer to manage their own finances in person. Hi, how are you? The post office network already handles cash deposits, bill payments and banking services for many high street banks. It is therefore well placed to act as a universal payment point for credit card bills. The infrastructure already exists, only the regulatory and the commercial framework is missing. It can do it, it just needs the law, or the regulations really. I recognise that cash handling requires AML safeguards, but the post office already performs these functions for bank deposits and credit card payments, would fall under the same monitored framework with natural limits based on credit card ceilings. Basically, this proposal is cost neutral for the government, and I ask that this is taken into strong consideration. My proposal is simple. 1. Require all UK credit card issuers to allow customers to pay their credit card bills at any post office counter by either cash or debit card. Credit card companies would pay a small commission per transaction to the post office, in the same way that PayPoint and other payment networks operate. This would provide a universal physical payment option for all customers, a support for those without digital access, a reliable revenue stream to help sustain the post office network, a replacement for the thousands of bank branches that have been closed. This is a straightforward, low-cost intervention that would materially improve financial accessibility and protect a vital national service. It would also ensure that people who prefer or rely on cash are not excluded from basic financial functions. I ask that your department considers this proposal as part of ongoing work on financial inclusion, access to cash, and the future role of the post office network. So, let's go into some stuff here so that you understand what's being said. Right, I wanted to get a post office credit card because I thought to myself, easier to pay, just walk into any post office and you can either do debit card or cash. I do that with my rent. I normally pay my rent by phone. I phone up, do all the number stuff. But I could also walk into a post office and just hand over my rent card, and then they scan that, I put in the debit card, I enter the amount, it's paid. Yeah? So the post office is already set up. It doesn't cost government any money to do this. Now, it turns out that the post office credit card is backed by Capital One. Now, Capital One, the situation going on there is that they take on low credit people. I've got a 9k credit limit, yeah. So I've got a good credit card limit, and it's a tier beneath me. So I would be could be paying, rather than 20% APR, I could be paying 40% APR on a credit card from the post office. So the post office credit card is not backed up by the government. It's backed up by Capital One, who takes on low risk, hence the high APR. So basically, if you're at the bottom of society, don't have the IQ really to take on a credit card. because you need to be able to manage it, So, and you've got a prepaid meter. Prepaid meters and post office credit cards are basically squeezing the poorest. They squeeze the poorest people in society. It's absolutely dreadful. I don't like it one bit. But the reason you want a credit card is simple. The Section 75 of the Credit Card Act. Anything between £100 and £30,000 is brilliant. I don't buy anything I'll rephrase this. If I want a new TV, I'll buy it on credit card. If I want an aircon, I'll buy it on credit. If I want a freezer, I'll buy it on credit card. And then I'll pay the credit card off as quick as I can. Why do I buy it on credit card? Because the credit card is buying the product for you. That's why they charge the high APR. We'll buy it. You see, I didn't make a contract. When I buy a phone on credit card, I haven't made a contract with the store necessarily. The credit card company has bought it on my behalf. So if it goes wrong in the next 12 months, I can go to the credit card company. They've got a legal team and they're damn good. So I like to pay for high, what they call white goods, like washing machines, tumble dryers and all that. I don't have a tumble dryer. But you buy like TV, stuff like that through the credit card. But here's the thing. While the credit card protects you legally in buying these goods, and it's one of the best moves you can ever do, buy these stuff on credit card, but pay it off as quick as possible. The people at the bottom of society who are maybe not the most educated, I mean that in the kindest way going, they get squeezed by prepaid meters and a post office credit card. It's disgusting. So, but the post office itself needs more services so it doesn't go out of business. I mean, I showed you just 3 letters just there. I use the post office quite a lot now because I like emails can be rewritten, phone calls get if you're talking with certain agencies, government agencies, they can phone call, they can muddy the waters. Email, they can still do it, but post is the best way going. I decline. I mean, I'm at GMC, IOPC, ombudsman level with the state right now. I refuse to talk to them on the phone and I refuse to do email. Everything has to be through the post. That's the best way to do it because you literally have a record. Now if you do have a computer and a scanner, scan it straight in, keep the record, don't throw letters away from anything from the government, ever. Trust me, don't. So we have a few problems going on with the state right now in the UK. It's totally booked. It's rubbish. It doesn't function. And the MPs, why haven't the MPs come down on the post office credit card being such high APR, and why have they not done anything about the prepaid meters? These are 650 clowns, okay? But let's go back to that letter a bit and I'll explain some more, okay? Because there's some stuff in here which you wouldn't probably have not noticed. At present, the majority of UK card provides for no longer customers to pay their credit card bills at post office counters. This is moved on the last name. It handles cash. Yeah, they've definitely got down the ability to do fraud. They've got it inside and out. Now let's have a look. There's something here. Oh, this is it. Basically, this proposal is cost neutral. This is the bit you need to understand. The Treasury. You see, a lot of people will come out with ideas and say, oh, if we do this, it'll make the world better. And the Treasury will straight away say, how much does that cost? How much does it cost? And when you tell them, oh, it costs 10 million or 2 billion, they'll go, Treasury will just look at you and go, get out. Just get out. This is just a regulatory framework for a system that already exists. And the Treasury loves that. If you can give them an idea which costs them no money or reduces the government cost, they love it. That's why I can write that so easily. I can say to the government, have you thought about including credit card payments at post office? How much does it cost us? Nothing. Just regulation. And they go, oh, hang on. And that's very important. There's no point you sitting there making videos on YouTube, going to Twitter or anything else going, blah, 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 blah. Do what I do. You write letters. You write letters and they get seen. Okay? All your podcasts, they're amazing. I love listening to you. You don't change the world one bit until you sit down. The pen, as they say, is mightier than the sword. Okay? Nice podcast. Love listening to you. But you've got to write. But you don't write to MPs. Bypass all MPs. Go to committees. See? Again, 3 letters. Name me a person on this letter. Name me a person on this letter. Name me a person on this letter. I'm not writing to people. I'm writing to committees. And that's how you get things done. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. And that's what gets results. Okay? So hopefully we can, this is the start of opening up more people orientated situation. And we need to definitely talk about how the people at the bottom of society with their post office credit card at 40% APR and prepaid meters are treated. That's just wrong. That just keeps the poor poorer. And that's not right. That's unethical, immoral and totally wrong. Now if you listen to all of this, I thank you. And hopefully you've learnt something. Okay?